Continue this! Episode 5, Rise from the Ashes to Trilogy. So, we gotta go back and discuss evidence again. The same show Red Cloth will show its fire of its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin' at least. Officer Marshall! Thought I'd come to take a look at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the whole ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyways? All the police I've seen these last days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about the other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste for mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall, the whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow on her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? After the word ceremony that afternoon, I've seen it, too, I reckon. What does that mean? In the photo taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So, where are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Woo-wee! What the hell is with this guy being all Western-like? February 23rd, 12:32 p.m., District Court, courtroom number 9. Okay, I may have made a couple of mistakes, but I'm still here. I'd like to resume. What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. What the hell's up with this? Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more? What? It can't be! This can't happen. What? What can't happen? I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it's time we continue on with this trial. What? This is unacceptable. What's unacceptable? It seems the prosecutor is quite beside himself. Ah, excuse me, knock knock. Who's there? Who the hell is this guy? What's with this guy? A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. Who the hell is this guy? Hey, that temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? He looks like a frickin' priest. Are you gonna say something? Ah, it's you. You gonna look at everybody? Just like that? You're just gonna look? Is the game broke? Nope. Oh, he's gonna say something. Oh, heh. Sorry I'm late, G. The roads are packed. It's just me. Long time no see. G, how you been? Swim much these days? Ah, hello. No, I've been busy. Busy smizzy. G, my boy, you have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. G seems to be a nickname for the judge. I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? Aha, so you're Righto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks? So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly. Little worthy. Mr. Wright, you don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? That guy? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district. Why does he keep looking at me like that? Name's Gant. Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you. Everyone! Who the hell is Damon Gant? 865 District Chief of Police. Though he might not seem it, he's the top dog in the PD. Why is the Chief of Police here? So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to the courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's worthy there. Look at that poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Starr wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But why was it actually stuffed into the exhaust pipe? literally a muffler. But to think that I was stuffed into the exhaust pipe. Why? Oh, little Willie's con. No less. Why are you looking? Again, what is up with that look? What the? It's really quite embarrassing even for us. Well, what's this? It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth, how could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Hoovy. I have no desert. What? I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? What the hell does Damon have on Edgeworth? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean this mess up that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. This kind of blunders like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Gah! The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at this blade of this knife. The blade of the knife? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I won't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it. Okay, so I have to examine the evidence? Fine, I'll take a look at it and see what's what. The switchblade knife. Fine, give me a second. The number? SL92. There's a small check on the knife. It seems to say SL92. What does this mean? Well, I've heard something familiar. DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. What is it? I'm not certain, but I got a feeling I've seen this before. Letters like this, or letters that somehow look like this, somehow. Huh. Ah, don't scare me like that. I'm the one who's scared. Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark stain. Blood? Switchblade knife out of the court. Found in the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one. Really? Uh-huh. Department in disorder. Why is there such a split between the police and the prosecutors? This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in the shape doing the investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Edgy. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Why? Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. So another murder happened? Order! Anyway, we at the department, we're all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we can understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright, 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. The chances of that are pretty slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well, however, keep your questions focused on the questions at hand. Or the case at hand. Department in disorder. Cross-examination. One moment. I do believe that the cutscene did show 2 murders, or 2 stabbings happening at the same time, so... This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Hold it! Why not? Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife. Anyone else? Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Roto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Hold it! Why are you looking for evidence? This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's lots of things that go on in the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, righto? Maybe there's something about this knife that'll give us a clue. Let's examine the knife while we can, righto? Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that had me stumped all this time. So, should... Says... What's that supposed to mean? Not sure, but it reminds me of a similar code. DL6, maybe it's a number? That's weird. What? What? Let's see. Maybe it's a case number? That's weird. What? I don't remember where. But I think I've seen something like this before. Something similar to what's written in the tank. It wasn't that long ago either. Maybe I should check the court record again. Maybe... a number that says SL92. Where have I seen SL9? Wait. That. What does it say? Victim's men were found in the car trunk. SL9. When you look at it upside down, the top number, 675, it's actually S67S. It's actually that. Okay, so I think that note was found in the trunk of the car. That's about to be we're in the shape of an investigation. Hold it! Something happened in the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes, right, boy? Sharp, hungry. So something did happen at... Why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You're busy with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened to the police department that day? A detective was killed at the police department. What a mess! Hold it! So what? On that day, the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed in the police department? That's a fact. Surprisingly, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, righto? I suppose I could help. If you could help me by giving me data in your case. Oh, good one. That's this kid's shop. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where was the victim found? How the victim was killed? So, the victim was killed when the victim died. Okay, we already know when the victim died. It was 5:15. How the victim was killed? It was through the stabbing where the victim was found. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say that the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? You wouldn't know about the evidence room, would you, righto? I can't say I've heard of it, but I guess I should ask again once I learn a bit more about this evidence room. There's something stranger about this place than the place where the body was found. The time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? Hold it! Why is it scary to you? 5:15. But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office. What? Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's office and a murder at our place at the very same time. What are the chances? 2 murders? Coincidence? This is just my feeling, but I say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening. Chief Gant, please tell us more about the incident. It's not officially linked, so I can't talk about it. Hold it! How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't just say anything I please, righto, you understand? Trying to understand, Righto. Well, if you can prove there's a connection, more power to you. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together? Whatever it is, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. 2 detectives were killed at 5:15. One at the prosecutor's office, and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing here? I better check this knife out. This knife is special, buddy. Okay, so... I feel like I can submit the memo in the trunk of the car. It's not official links, so I can't talk much about it. Oh, the crime scene wrecked. Okay, if this doesn't work, then objection! No! Frick! I fricked up. Again. Okay, so it's not officially linked to here, so I can't talk much about it. I think it is officially linked. Not officially linked to here because I can't talk much about it. Yes! No! Shit! Shit! I'm stuck again. Don't know what to do. Time of the crimes, scary coincidence. What a mess. What a bad day. The department we were in any shape to do an investigation unless there's evidence. There's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. This knife and Goodman. It would have to be this. Yes! Got it! Wait a second. Ah, at last, an honest to goodness objection. This knife, this has something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Aha! An honest to goodness, what do you mean from Udgy? This is great. Look at that tag on the knife. It reads SL9 too. And this is important. Why? Over here we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7S, 12, 2? Nope. It's upside down. Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside. The printed name on the memo just makes it look like it's right side up. But when you turn around, what do you get? SL9 221. Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that's written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief? Ah, well, I guess cat's out of the bag. You win, righto. This is kind of the same thing that D. Vasquez said to me on an earlier case, but this, I feel like, no, I don't win. I win. Ah, what game is this guy playing? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the... Stolen from the department's evidence room. Hold it! So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder? It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon? Nice! Nice! Good show, little Worthy. It was a murder weapon, as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhausted pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there is a connection there. Was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Great, now what? So I objected to a statement that said there wasn't any connection. Okay. I feel like I have to press something else. Hold it! How can you say there's no connection? How? Because I'm the chief of police. I can't say anything. I understand. Prove there's a connection more power. Maybe there's something that ties the two murders together. Whatever it is, but I get it to the bottom of this. It can't be a coincidence. What was it doing there? Better check this knife out. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. That was a bad day. We weren't in any shape to do any investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Okay, I feel like I'm getting lost here. Stolen. I feel like it's not easy. It went back to the cross-examination, and now I have to look over something again. But now what? I managed to find a connection between two things. The evidence was stolen from the department. It was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. detective was killed at the police department. Okay. I'm thinking. Because I feel like... Yeah, knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. So this knife was stolen. Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, good show, Little Willie. It was a murder weapon, as happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. What was the case? So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe in the Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection here. But why? That was a bad day for the department. Hold it! I feel like I'm going over this again. Something happened in the police department too, huh? You got good luck in your eyes, alright. So, something did happen. Why wasn't I informed? Well, what happened? What happened in the police department that day? Hold it! On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. I know the detective was killed in the police department. That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator, do we have a suspect? The suspect is just arrested, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. There's a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe help. I suppose I could help if I could give my... I don't know. I feel like I gotta go back and do something. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where the victim was found, how the victim was killed. There we go. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now let's see the interesting parts. What we in the force call stabbing with the knife. A knife. That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman. That's the spirit. We're cooking now. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same. What do you mean? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm gonna have to press this a little bit harder. Looks like I'm gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to ask about the third question. Okay, when the victim died. Pretty sure. Well, you're gonna love this. But that's the one that just... What's funny, isn't it? A murder weapon... It's a murder at your place at the same time. What are the chances? Coincidence? This isn't just my feeling. Chief Garnetzx, please tell us more about the incident. Not official link, so I can't talk much about it. How can you say there's no connection? How? Okay. There's one at the prosecutor's office and one at the police department. That can't be a coincidence. And that knife! What was it doing there? I better check this one knife out. Okay, so it was stolen from the department's evidence. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay, so what was the 12-2 part? What the hell was 12-2? I'm thinking, because I'm really stuck. If I have to look up a frackin' whack through. Phoenix, Wright, rise from the ashes. Trial ladder. Okay. Let's look at this, because I feel like there's something missing. Yes, I'm using a wiki. Shit. Got testimony, Department of Disorder. Okay, so press 6 statement, you owner 2, but they're connected by evidence. I'll cooperate here. The knife was evidence in case. If you press the statement, you'll find that the knife was stolen on the day of the murder. It happens to be a weapon. Press Gannett's fourth statement, who killed the detective, says the arrested. You have no choice to pick. Where the victim was found, Gannettx can't say, but he tells murder took place in the evidence room. That's where he said the broken knife was stolen from. Press 6 statement. It's already proven that the two cases are connected, so... Okay, I'll cooperate, I can't reveal name. Press on that statement. Besides asking him a question. Okay, so we're trying to make connections here. So the knife was stolen from the evidence room. It's already proven the two cases are indeed connected, but now are connected by evidence room. But they're also connected by the evidence room. Gant decides he'll give more information unofficially. I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name. Press on this on that statement. Okay, look down the court record. You see a note. Present Goodman's note on the second statement. Goodman's note. Turned upside down. The knife was evidence. It was stolen for the... Okay, if you press on the statement, this is not required, you'll find that the knife was stolen the day of the murder, and it happens to be the murder weapon from the case alongside. Press Gant's fourth statement, who killed the detective? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Where are the chargers? Coincidence? This just... Okay, that's not it. Good enough. Okay, they are officially linked. How? Because of the chief of police. I can't say anything right now. You understand? Try to understand. Whatever, I better find it and get to the bottom of this. Cheated if it was killed. One of the police department? That can't be coincidence. And that knife. Better check this knife out. Okay, so present the knife. Press on that statement. Prove that but now they're connected by evidence room. Gant decides to get room. Why is this taking a while? I'm trying to figure this out. So I'm going through walkthrough here, which is kind of making it easier. But I'm stuck. So I already figured out the objection. I press on this statement, not required. Press Gant's fourth statement, who killed the detective at the police department. Gant says they arrested the suspect just now. You got a choice. Where was the victim found? Okay, so... Another detective killed at the police department. You have a suspect. Well, there's a suspect. Just arrested them. Just arrested? That was quick. Who was it? But there's a lot of unanswered question. Good one. This one's sharp. Here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Where was the victim found? So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department. The evidence room? Wait a second, I have heard of that! The evidence room. Didn't you mention that testimony just now? This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. Okay, so... there's a connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go town on this case. Oh, hi! With the link between the two cases established, we can finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. They are officially linked. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between the two cases have already been proven. Huh, you don't say. Well, out with it, right? What's your connection? Yes, out with it. Right. Hello, Manor the Cat. How are you? They're also connected. Oops. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife was found in the parking lot, was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in the very same evidence room. Indeed, there do seem to be many connections for it to be a coincidence. And you want to keep saying something about that, Gant? Gant! Gant! You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. And it took me a walkthrough to figure it out. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. You see, that's a tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Please? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? I'll cooperate. I can't reveal the name of the victim department. Okay. Hold it! If you're going to tell us little, why not tell us everything? Ah, well, this case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well, I guess I might have to try. The victim's ID number, the victim's gender, the victim's division. The victim's ID number. Yes, I'm looking at the walkthrough. How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me the name, after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers so don't get your hopes up. The number is 5842189. 5842189. 5842189. The numbers, that's Detective Goodman's ID, isn't it? Oh, that's quite long. Well, we had to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82. I can't do it. You didn't even get to the first number right. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim of the police department? This tells me something! Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does, I think. Meaning, it's the ID number of Goodman's badge. It has to be what I think it is. But what does that mean? Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You said the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something? What does it tell you? This! Witness? What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl from Prominent. No, I got confused. And this is news? Huh? Just come out with it. Guns a-blazing. The police department, the prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives. Murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number right here. Oh ho! Is it yours? No, Your Honor. I'm a defense attorney, remember? This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto. Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. The very same number that Gant has mentioned. And this means what, exactly? Huh? Wait, that ID number heard from the chief earlier. That started with A2. I've forgotten. You didn't even get that first number right. Again! The number of the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright. What is this? What is this? Yep. That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh, ho ho ho, sharp as a tack, righto, sharp as a tack. But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot! Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time. What the hell? That's impossible! So what you're saying is the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? How? Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. But I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait, I said wait. Ooh. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error. Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? I remember Officer Meekins. Wait, aha! Him. That guy. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premise? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department's evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why did Edgeworth not accept the report when it was presented to him? Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then why give it to Edgeworth at a certain time? No such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy. What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Mr. Wright? Oh, well, it's, Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in the court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does it mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. What? The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. Huh? I was just doing my job. No. So, there was a connection, but because he didn't accept the report before, that's somehow on Edgeworth? It seems we have come to an end of the trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all these rumors. You were even in the defense chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please just give me one more day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of the court. I'll grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes. Yes, Your Honor, thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for the sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well, court is adjourned. Whew! Ugh. Alright, I think it's about time I get rid of this walkthrough. So I'm not gonna keep looking at it all the time. Okay! Now, let's keep going. February 23rd, 2:15 p.m., Wright & Co. law offices. Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyways? I'm a little confused. Huh? Well, let's see what is going on. The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died at the prosecutor's office parking lot in the police department's evidence room. And what's this? The evidence room part. The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. Well, that's what we're gonna find out, or try at least. Alright, let's do it. Glad she's in good spirits. I'm not sure she's going to help much with this. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. Huh? Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that this thick rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. February 23rd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cared? Who cares? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie. Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I knew it! That oil drum, was it empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene. Never! Even though she says they don't get along. Emma really likes her sister. That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her. Big words for a high school student. Well, whatever there was blood on the floor or not, the water in the oil drum washed it all away. Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright. Huh? What's that grin for? This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid. Ooh, I know about that. But where the hell did you get that? Luminol? Blood is sticky stuff, you know, you can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there. But wouldn't the police have already done those tests? Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try. Me? Why do I have to do it? I'm a minor, I can't even drink it yet. We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it. Here, look, I'll lend you these glasses. Huh? You had an extra pair of those things? What the hell? To test for blood redaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, you see? Press the X button to spray on it. Okay, let's find some bloodstains. Oh! There we go. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So, this is a bloodstain? Emma, you're shaking. It's just, this is my first time seeing real blood. Scientific investigation in action. Okay, well, we'll definitely know this is a bloodstain. But does something strike you as odd, specifically speaking, of course? What's odd about this? The bloodstain's location, the amount of blood... The location? Why the blood's location? Of course, it's elementary. Uh-huh, why is it elementary? I mean, I would think if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here. I suppose you might think that. Come on, Mr. Wright, we're all counting on you. There's something odd about that bloodstain. But if it's not the location of blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd. I definitely think so! I mean, look at all that blood on the sole of the victim's shoe. It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there have been a lot more blood than this. Hey, Mr. Wright! I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find a bloodstain, okay? See? I'm pretty handy to have around, right? Oh yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too. I saved up my allowance to buy that. Luminol testing fluid received from very proud Lemon Sky. And blood traces. We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with a review of the case. In other words, they're cherry picking. Then let's drag that hidden evidence out of the light of day. Yeah, feels like we're really investigating a crime now, does it? Guess I should give the spray anything suspicious. Ha! I wonder how much fluid ears would react to nice deli box. Miss Star, you would trust your own eyes, Not bad, you two. The stay old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead doesn't really get my mouth watering. You! Today's trial. You're certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but... Oh, no, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything for the security room right there. But I was afraid that I wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Sorry, you lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and the testimony still stands. Ah! I swear it on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what? Detective Star. So you're a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes. It was a long time ago, well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up. Coughed it up. They confessed. They battled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too. I wouldn't doubt it. Every day I drank the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect, and before long they called me the Kaffa Queen. Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches. And you were let go, or fired? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if the prime and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case, the SL9 incident. SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... What exactly is SL9? What do you think about this? The SL9 incident, and on that note, Goodman was a head detective on the case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from the case, the murder weapon. It was due for transfer on the day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? The knife. A body with Edgeworth knife stuck in it found on the Edgeworth car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude? Why, if it hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Edgeworth would have been the suspect. I wonder. Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have made her own murder weapon ready? Okay. Okay, the knife. It's written on the knife and on the note. Okay. Is there anything else about SL9? This. No. Frackin' hell. Okay, so what if I check it out? Emma Sky. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. Emma Sky. Don't tell me you bring this to wherever you go. Well, you never know when something might go down. Just what kind of world do you think we live in? Everybody kills each other without a lick of anything. Okay, I've already examined this. I've examined this. The shoe! Could you... It's your shoe. Why don't you look at it? Okay, so... But that's Detective Bruce Smith's shoe. This photo. If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room, but even I got closer sometimes. So you went straight to the scene of the crime? I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words, 5 minutes after the crime? Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole of my testimony, as it were. The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying was the problem. Listen, I had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded. Just that time. That time? What do you mean, that time? That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them, disposable. Disposable? To who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. So... the police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence. So they didn't solve it? On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Executed? Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was they never did find decisive evidence. Not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made-up evidence. What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved in the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolman, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Wait, could it be? Exactly, Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. So, Jake Marshall was also a detective? What the hell is SL9? Seriously, as professional detectives were investigating that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and then he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten SL9? There was another side of the case, the hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up on their fancy offices can stop us. Wait, those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I came to sell lunches in this accursed office. I came here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate. Miss Starr's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie? What? It seems you're serious about investigating the case. Yes? Then you should take this. A Salisbury steak lunch. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat. Steak lunch. Received from Miss Starr. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Miss Starr? Officer Marshall, is he your... Are you going out? What do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me back then. This would be when Officer Marshall was the detective. But now, he's just so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to the rest, as if it were nothing more than that. I see, thank you. Officer Jake Marshall, So I should probably go and speak to him. Our prosecutor's office. Police Department entrance. February 23rd, Police Department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday. The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. I suppose it makes sense. The detective did get killed here after all. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is. She's like a kid at the amusement park. Oh, and a real crime scene. Let's take a look. So now what? I don't think I need to examine that. Guard station. Guard! Where the hell am I? Guard! February 23rd, evidence room entrance, guard station. What's up with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric. According to the pamphlet, this guard station for the evidence room. So beyond the door is the evidence room. The scene of the crime? It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight. So you can't handle the cacti stand in the desert. What I want to know is if there's a guard station, where's the guard? I have the feeling I know who he is already. It's Jake Marshall! It's weird. Yipes, they're sure prickly. It must be real deal. I wouldn't think it's cacti. They're a lot like my sister, actually. How so? Encased in cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her. I'm not sure I see the resemblance. It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity. Huh. There's a security guard uniform hanging there. It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly. A leather jacket, a leather pants, a leather... What was this called again? A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie! A poncho! Well, maybe that wasn't it. It's a poncho. I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. I'll just let you figure it out. Security station, looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here. There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out there. Texas. Why is there a lasso here? Look, on the floor, a lasso! You dropped something. A trap here. Wait, I know! Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. You sure have an active imagination. Ugh. What the hell? This swinging door makes this place look like some kind of saloon, but it looks like it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way. Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch! I say there'd be more of a yard myself. Frickin' hell, this place is just Wild West themed. I know it is. The evidence room is beyond that door. Let's just walk in. It won't open. You thought it'd open? I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. But how do we look for what's his name? Okay, so there's gotta be a way inside the evidence room, but how? Nerd. I've already looked up this, and this. Go back to the entrance. February 23rd, police department entrance. This place is charged with frantic energy. Please! Huh? Wasn't that? One steak lunch, please! Oh, it's you, Detective Gunshoe. Now's not the time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. No, it's not. No, it's not for severe. We caught a criminal, and we just need evidence. The criminal, you mean? You heard the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day, the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department. And the perpetrator, do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect, just arrested them, in fact. Did we just point out the evidence? It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gunshoe, who is it? Listen, pal, all I know is that I need to take a lunch. Pronto. Standing around here talking to it isn't going to fill my belly. You're hangry. Wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry. Later! We're off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. So he's at the guard station, isn't he? Is he? No. Oh well. No, we gotta go to the detective. No, the detention center. Okay, so we're there. It is right here. February 23rd, detention center visitors room. Still, I do feel better about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. Best not to go far down the road right now. Things are still getting confusing. Queen! What was that? Sir! That's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was a perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say. What the hell? Hi! Greetings, sir! Is he wearing an Omamori charm? Right there. Mr. Wedgworth, anywhere on the premise? I'm here at the request of the chief. Sir, I've got a report, sir. Officer Meekins, you're a guard at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not. I'm a little lost patrolman. A little lost slam, sir. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What? Oh god, what is that with that megaphone? What? Now, this is an unexpected turn of events. He's got an Omamori charm below his ID tag. So, the day of the crime. If you see it right there, the red thing under his ID tag. I also have a couple myself. These ones. But he's got one without a bell. So that's a bit different. Okay, the day of the crime. Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Wow, I can hear you just fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yow! What in the heck is this guy doing? And what happened to his hand? So what happened then? After that, sir, I Everything went white! I saw red, I blacked out. And then when I came to, I was here, in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? You might ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. The victim. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator, correct? You killed the detective in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me as a victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention alive and well at that. Oh, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had a label for him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you don't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department, devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. The bandaged hand. Sir, about your hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should just confess? But, sir, but there's nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell you the truth, sir, when it happened? When the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, huh? Then, I opened my eyes. When I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? That's when I looked down. I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared. That's some story. Wow. I'm an attorney. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Go ahead, sir. Laugh at me, sir. Huh? What? You know what you want to say? You're going to tell me how she has one just like it. Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere. I'm alone. Alone! Is that so strange? Life's all about school, sweethearts, and youthful romance, sir. Is he talking about those badges on her coat? I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. The ID. Do you think we could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir, that's it! That's it! That's what? My head was blank until the very moment, but sir, now I remember. I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was because of it all. This ID card? Yes, exactly, sir, that's exactly it. Nothing a bit more exact, sir, nothing! I'd rather pry into this one a little deeper. The crime details. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious? So sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir, that's what I've been trying to tell you. So yes, Detective Goodman showed his ID. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was supposed to arrest you right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him? Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. Is this a play on the golden rule of religion? What happened then? Well, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. Right. Reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why is it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom we met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's exactly what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here. They told me that it had to be him, sir, on the day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said. But you don't remember the events clearly. No! But the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, I swore to stamp it out. It's there, it's me, it's on the tape. And you waited until now to tell us this? I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the scene of crime. We gotta go to the evidence room, do we? Police department entrance. Move. Alright, is the guard gonna be there? He's not there. Why not? How do we get down there? Okay, Criminal Affairs Department. February 23rd, Police Station, Criminal Affairs Department. Hey, Mr. Wright, look who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk. It's Police Chief Gant. And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing? Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We have checked out under the seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The Chief of Detectives looks a little frustrated. Aha! Right on, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Yes. Oh, Chief Gantz. Reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? Okay, Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing some inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year. You mean? The incident in Guard Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defense seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case there, righto? Von Karma. A legend he was undefeated in his 40-year career, but in court you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait! I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they just do about anything to restore the reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Evidence for an incident. It's downright odd, I tell you, the detective getting killed on their turf, too. I mean, they're being the prosecutors, I assume. Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but it's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyways. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the Chief of Detectives' trap shut. And he was the one you were picking on earlier? Huh? You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what was he wanted the Chief of Detectives to do. Let's see if we can discreetly ask him. By presenting random stuff to him. I wonder if you can take a look at this. Sorry, Reno, went through that stuff. The guy who can't sit still, did he mean Detective Genshu, either him or the Dancing Blue Badger? Speaking of the Dancing Blue Badger... I was wondering if you could take a look at this. No, even the Dancing Blue Badger doesn't want to be seen. The ID card. No. The trophy... Murder weapon. Nope. The parking stub. No. Autopsy report. Nope. You're not gonna say anything, are you? Goodman's note. SL9. Alright. The cell phone. Okay. I'm just going through evidence to see what he's gonna react to. The parking lot floor plans. Nope. Okay, so this. Nope. He's not gonna comment on anything, can he? The shoe. Alright. The knife? Why won't you comment on anything? Nada, sorry, righto. Alright. The steak! No! Even he wouldn't go for a steak. Okay, so he's not gonna talk about anything, so he's just gonna stonewall me. Nada, underground parking lot. Is there anything that happened? Detention Center, Hot Prosecutor's Office. February 23rd, Hot Prosecutor's Office, room 1203. Well, this place is as classy today as it was yesterday, and I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here. I'm sure he's off doing some important investigation. I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Dang it! Nobody else to talk to! Detention center, nobody. What if I show the king of prosecutors? That's fuck. The knife. Eek! I'm scared of knives, sir! It's okay, it's just fun. That's what last night. That's the one. I was an apple, sir, in my dreams, and I was being peeled. One second thought, you don't have to look at this knife. He's rocking the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Barking stub. Nope. Blue badger. Oops. Nope. The autopsy report. Okay, so the Goodman's note. Okay, the cell phone. No, you wouldn't know anything about the cell phone. Why would you? You weren't there. Parking lot floor plans. Nope. Okay, so the knife. Eek! I'm scared of the knife, sir. It's okay, just one. I have to look at the knife. How about the steak lunch? No, you don't want that. Okay, so not in the criminal affairs. Police department entrance. What if I go back to the guard station? Am I gonna find... Nope. Damn it! How the hell... Where the hell... Okay, examine everything. Look at the patrolling saloon. They got you must be detective. Answer me, how many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, it's 20 for the left, but nowhere near for the right. Get glasses, officer. That was a salute, it was an eye test. They make a good pair. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No. What about zebras? Your zoo. The blue badger. The blue badger is still written today. Is it gonna dance? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department is crazy like... Gonna take out his batteries? I just can't help if he's gonna do something naughty. Like what? What is he gonna do? You will want a poster hanging on the bulletin board. Do you know his face? Okay. Skip all of it. The detectives here look pretty busy. Okay, there's gotta be something I'm missing, but what? What? Okay, what if I talk to you? What should you do? Well, what should we begin? Well, is it obvious? We begin with that, you know, that thing, the mystery of the victim, and I guess how one man, Detective Goodman, can be killed in two places simultaneously. You see, we should really go to the police department, the evidence room, was it? I'm not being very useful. No, you're being very helpful. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't know, I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, with all these rumors. You were even just in the defense chair this past December. There was that business with him, now reading the officer's report. About that killing of the police department, right? The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think. Someone in the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. Huh. What if I show ya this? See this? Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. I'm gonna say the same thing as before. The number is Clincher, wasn't it? It's on his record. The ID number of the police detective killed in the police department on day 515. But if we found this car in the parking lot at the prosecutor's office, something to think about later when I'm not busy. Don't leave me here to think about it alone. I believe you're pretty happy. You'd be pretty happy with the king of attorney's shield too, huh? We defense attorneys are a scattered, unrecognized bunch. So, pretty odd, huh? Doubt it has anything to do with the teeth, so. The knife! So the Edgeworth knife was the murder weapon. Right, or so the witness Miss Stark claims. She thought your sister stabbed Mr. Gordon with this knife. You know, all this is that Angel Star's fault. She's not the one on the trial here. Well, no, but she must have seen it wrong. Her eyesight isn't on trial either. Nope. 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 Going through everything again. But she hung up right away. And it was a bad connection. I couldn't hear anything. Because of an underground parking lot, I suppose. She did say something about a muffler, but it got cut off. Parking lot floor plans. Here, see this? Ah, I've noticed the defense attorneys This. This photograph, Mr. R must have been seeing things. The photograph and photograph things. This proof Miss Sky was there at the scene of the crime. She is connected to this crime somehow, but how? Look and shoot. Here, see this? Ah, no. Why would this have been in the car's exhaust pipe? It's evidence from an old case, right? Right, the SL9 incident is already solved. Apparently, this knife was stolen the day of the evidence transfer. Maybe I should look into the SL9 incident. This stuff is pretty expensive. You don't say. How much does it cost? I'd say about $10 per gram. I saved on my allowance to buy it. Does your sister give you that? Yes, we don't have parents. Right. Sometimes she even gives me a bottle instead of my allowance. A bottle of luminol testing fluid? Man, I just take the allowance myself. Okay, now what? Who am I gonna talk to? Do I have to talk to Star? I already figured out the SL9 incident. I need to talk to Meekins. So he's already seen everything. I don't need to talk to him about that. Criminal affairs. I've already presented everything to him, but he's not gonna talk. He's gonna stonewall me. What if I talk to him? What exactly did the police want you to do? Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted to check for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in his trash can. So nothing that belongs to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make note of that just in case. Goodman's lost item report. A half-written document related to 221. Can only be submitted to the police. What you up to? Still live streaming. I should really get back to the investigating the police department crime scene. I wonder what you will have to say about this piece of evidence. Present this! Oh, no, wait. 221. Is that the ID 59? 59. ID number 59? So he tried to write his own ID number, but it didn't work? Alright, what do you have to say about this? I was wondering if you could take a look at this. Alright, so I got this. Maybe I can go back to the permanent entrance. Where are you back at the car station? No. Shit. Okay, so who have I not spoken to? Who has not looked at this? Underground parking lot. Alright. What if I show you this? What then? That's for meetings? Can you take a look at this? Nope, you're not saying anything. I'm stuck again. Okay, so what about this? What do you have to say about it? No. No. She's not looking at it. Ugh, stuck again. Stuck. Stuck again. Nobody's in the prosecutor's office. Or is there anything different about what happened last time? Fast forward. No. No. Whoa, these are all files stacked up the ceiling. Yeah. Gumshoe. T-set, no. No. Worker desk quite tidy, with a nice desk, easy to use. Should I go back to the police department and check the desk? Why did I picture Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take name. Don't, he'll sue you. I should probably go back to the police department. No, 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 not that. I'm stuck. Again. Alright, that desk. There are detective desks. There are computers and files. They're finding a lot tidier. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at the desk. Still in development. You have trademarked? Absolutely! It's cutting edge stuff. Very now. Show this doll here to my daughter. She bursts into tears. Don't Show her the moving mock-ups upside down. You'll give her nightmares. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. I know! The killer used a cassette tape. What a crafty trick. The gunshot was a fake. It was a good one. Oh, he's not a very report. He's writing a novel. What do I do? Where do I go? What is my purpose? So, a half-written document detailed 221 can only be submitted to the Chief of Police. Well, you are the Chief of Police. Alright. Can I talk to him? Permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if you could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come up when Wright would ask me for help. I was wondering if you could investigate the evidence. If I could You gonna look at me again with those weird eyes? Yes, you are. No, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I give them $50, no problem. Sure, so go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. So it just goes to show you never know until you ask. And here you are. You can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is Detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along and do your rest now. Later, folks. Why is he so helpful? It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just look like real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Do I have it in evidence? No. Okay, so finally I can go to the evidence room in here. Now I can use this. The evidence room is beyond that door. And now we have the ID card from the chief can't. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader is turned off, see? What is the security guard thinking? Howdy, partner. Well, well. What's made my bambina sky so gray? Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? What's that? Why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw. Well, what you all standing there? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if you could ask some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy, then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Guard station. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger alone in a six-shooter, I say a little prayer. Quark! What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're saying because his stomach was growling? You have no idea what he was talking about either? Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on the investigation about him. I think I know what he wants. He wants a lunch steak. Here! That smell reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on the television on the other day. Is this from my baby? Yes, Mr. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch, I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Alright, Bambina, you win. Ask him for anything smack. Finally, seems like he's willing to talk. Good! So, guard station. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got a good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway at the back of my seat, Zippy. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There is no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. I kind of like the stewed broccoli. They sneak in extra lunch, you know. Marshall, the star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole from a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL incident with Mr., aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved with the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of a case was it, anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what exactly happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, the evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. The security system. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them as much as I like a stewed cauliflower in my steak. The easiest ones to understand are these security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. The Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman are the ones on those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard, and you reckon? One more thing. When you get in the evidence, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. So this is the ID card record. Hey! I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, baby, I can't show you that more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on the record just now. I've seen the number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove the record is tied to the stabbing. Transferal! Sorry, but can you explain this whole transferal thing about... We keep only evidence from unsolved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them as it turns out there was a mistake. See? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault of the County Sheriff's Department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like funeral for old cases. 2 years after the case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And what happened to the SL9 2 days ago? Something tells me I should show you the card. See, this is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one was on the ground in the parking lot? The number on this is 5842189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID card record again. 5842189. That's... Look at the board number, it's a perfect match! It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the detective occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do? That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed the knife at me. What the hell? If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. IDs of all the men entered the evidence room on 2/21. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. So, Bruce Goodman entered. Who was 777? And then there was a person that entered shortly before and shortly afterwards. Alright, time to go to the evidence room! February 23rd, evidence room, sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over. So this is the evidence room. It's really kind of like a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to be grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. Eek! Whoa! Why is Gumshoe there? I'm sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true, what I've heard? Righto, please do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me... So go ahead, investigate the room to your heart's desire, knock yourself out. Oh! Oh, what? Oh? What? I'm trying to figure this game out, and I'm having a hard time. Yeah, it's true. Sir, the chief of police can't. Will loan anyone $50, even me? So that's what you're talking about. Actually, I was put in the charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day. But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you all want to have this. Evidence room floor plans, out of the court record. Seeing the stabbing detective. That's what my cat makes. What the hell? 1 second. Yes. Alright, time to finish up quickly. Be right back.